Julian will be a babysitter. Yes. Like,
Oh.
oh my god, our dogs just ran over our camera.
And there you go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jasmine, and this is Julian.
And I'm Issa.
And then he has her dog Cora. Say hi, little Flu.
This is our mascot.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing like a young parent Q&A thing, but we're gonna put this guy down for bed first. We just wanted you guys to say hi to him, and he wants to say goodnight. Julian.
Say goodnight.
He's too into his milk. All right, we'll see you later. Ow, why are you putting your finger in my mouth? All right, we're ready. Julian's asleep. Well, I hope he is. I think he is.
Hope so.
So I have a list of questions to ask, and then
I do too.
so we're gonna just go back and forth. I'll start. The first question is, how did you pick the baby's name? So as you already know, his name is Julian.
Yeah, we kind of came up with like a list of like a bunch of names that we liked, like both of us liked, and we kind of just came to the agreement, I guess.
Yeah, it was like the only name we could agree on.
Yeah, we struggled with that a little bit.
Yeah.
The next question is, do you really need to breastfeed for a whole year? And I'm gonna leave that question up to Mom.
You know, they recommend you to like breastfeed for a whole year, but unfortunately I could not. I wish I could have, but in my case, like I couldn't, so.
Yeah, she ran out of supply.
Yeah, well,
Kind of.
kind of. Long story short, like I had like an infection and I was hospitalized, so I couldn't really breastfeed anymore since I was in the hospital for a little bit. The next question is, what is the most rewarding part of being a parent?
I would have to say like all the little wins, like every time there's something accomplished, like when you learn something, it's gives you a good feeling to see that he's expanding his knowledge, and I don't know, I find that rewarding.
Find it like feeling wanted, because right now he only wants Mom. So the rewarding part is like coming home from like a long day to Julie and saying like, Mom. So it's really rewarding, and also like the cuddles. I love Julian cuddles.
Yeah.
My favorite. So sweet.
Something that surprised you about being a mom or dad. I would have to say I wasn't ready for the level of energy
Yeah.
that a baby can have. Obviously, I knew what to expect as far as like watching him and putting that effort in to make sure that I'm giving him all the attention I can.
I could say the same thing, and I think, you know, how smart they are. Like, Julian's so smart, and I didn't realize like how smart a baby is. He knows how to like open things that we have special locks for, so
Right.
yeah, and that really surprises me.
So one of the questions, this one is more geared toward some of the challenges. This one says, but none of your friends have babies yet. And although it's kind of hard not having a bunch of baby friends for him, we make do with the baby friends that we do have, and
Yeah.
it kind of gives us a chance to get into older friend groups.
Yeah.
I guess.
We're the first ones like out of our friends, so I guess like meeting new people, meeting new parents, so I guess it's really fun. It's a big community, and also like someone has to start first, so
Yeah.
I guess we were the ones to start. So you didn't take the time to fully enjoy your youth. Honestly, I kind of think that is just like kind of like what people assume. I feel like I'm like as young as ever, and like I have an excuse to like go to Disneyland, and yeah, I feel like, you know, like that's just like that's what people think, but really like I have more energy now that I have a 1-year-old. Like I feel young.
Right. I still feel like I'm enjoying my youth. Like I still like to go out and play sports and stuff, and I
We
don't
just like to
feel like,
include
I
Julian.
don't feel like I don't get to do those things because I'm a parent. I still feel like we have time to do the things we like to do.
Yeah.
You should have traveled and seen the world first. I don't think having a kid really stops us from doing that. Like I guess it kind of put us on hold.
Yeah. Well, I kind of rather, like, I don't know about you, but like I kind of rather like travel when I'm like 40 anyways, and I have money, so I feel like, you know, like we're kind of doing it right, because like once Julian's in college, like we'll we'll get to travel
and we'll still be fairly young.
and this kind of like goes like neck and neck with the other two questions. Your 20s are supposed to be for you, and I feel like, you know, I feel like it is still me. We just have an addition.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've grown as a person more since having a kid, and I don't know. It kind of like snapped things into gear for us. Like we've kind of come up with a bunch of little things that we can do with our time to, you know, benefit our future and stuff like that. Even being in my 20s, like I still have had the opportunity to, you know, make my own business and create, you know, different little things. So I don't think it stops us. I think it kind of encourages us to do more.
Yeah, and do more for like Julian and for our growing family.
Right. So the next one is, what do your parents think of you having kids so young? My parents were pretty cool about it. My mom loves babies, so she was excited. Obviously she was nervous for us, but other than that, she was supportive. And my dad was kind of the same way.
Both of our parents were really young, so I feel like the age didn't surprise them. I feel like it was just, you know, it was just meant to be. Didn't you want to accomplish your personal goals first? For this one, I feel like we can accomplish our personal goals. It's gonna take us a little more time, energy, and it's gonna be a little harder, but in the end of the day, it's all worth it. The extra push is gonna be worth it, especially for the goal. I'm trying to go back to nursing school, and like as I mentioned, he opened his business.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in the works right now, and things are getting better every day, so.
Yeah, so the baby didn't really stop us from accomplishing our goals.
Right.
I feel like that's just what people assume.
Yeah, I think it's just like more people fear that it's gonna stop them from doing that, but I feel like, I mean, obviously I didn't know what to expect before Julian came, but once he did, it was like, okay, now it's
starting
a whole new game. You just gotta put in the work. So the next one is, your kids will be older than your friends' future kids.
I
mean,
that doesn't
I don't
really
think that matters.
Julian will be a babysitter. Guys, like,
no.
oh my god, our dogs just ran over our camera.
And there you go.
Once Julian's like able to make friends of his own, like then we'll like be friends with like the parents and things. Yeah, so
I think that just gives us more opportunity to make more friends, and that's always fun.
Don't you miss just being young? I feel like
we're still
young.
young.
We're still young. So
will I spoil my baby by holding him too much?
Ooh, I think we both have different opinions.
That's tricky. Obviously early on you want to give them as much attention as possible, and you know, every time he would cry we would pick him up. I think it's important, especially in the beginning, but you know, as he's getting older, I'm starting to feel like having him learn to be a little more independent, like, you know, pointing to things when he wants them and not just crying for no reason. So I want him to learn those things and not just pamper him every time he wants something and doesn't get it. So I don't know, it's tricky. Like you have to be stern, but you have to be attentive too. So it's hard.
You're right. Like in the beginning, you have to give them like every single attention, like cared with their every need. But when they're a little older, if Julian like falls, like I don't usually like react unless like I know he actually hurt himself. Because like when they're walking, like of course they're gonna like take a fall.
A tumble.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like freak
learning.
out because he'll cry and it'll scare him if I'm scared. But if he wants me to pick him up, it depends. If he's tired and I know he wants to go to bed, then I'll pick him up to like soothe him. But if he's crying just to cry, then like right now, since he is one, we are teaching him to self-soothe. We think it's very important. Is your body completely ruined after the baby? I hope you enjoyed your body while you had the time.
Well, I mean, look at you.
No,
you
like
look great. So, I don't know. I feel like it's different for everybody.
Well, I think that's like, you know what people assume. People assume like your body is ruined, but I feel like as small as I was before. Yeah, but breastfeeding helps, and then chasing after a 1-year-old really like burns me out, burns a lot of calories.
And he's heavy. So.
Yeah, he's heavy. So he's a lot of work, but no, I don't think that this completely ruined my body, like whatsoever. Like I feel the same, maybe even better. I feel healthy. So no, like honestly, this question is completely false for everyone that thinks that your body's ruined after a baby.
Yeah. How many layers of clothing does my infant need to go outside? You know, in the early stages, I feel like it's important to double layer.
Yeah.
Just because you obviously don't want them to be cold, and they're still learning how to like retain their body heat for the first few months.
Coming out of the hospital, we had like him in a hat, like socks, like an undershirt, a shirt. We really overdressed him, but the 6-month mark, like we started just dressing him up the way we would.
Because I mean, for the first few months, we really didn't go anywhere anyway. We were kind of, you know, we nested for a little while and stayed home.
Yeah, we wanted to figure things out.
Yeah.
What constitutes sleeping through the night, and will it ever happen?
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
we were very lucky.
We were fortunate. So Julian did love to eat, so like as a newborn we did have to wake up and feed him, and we liked doing that. But I think 3 months he started sleeping through the night. That was really nice because that's when I went back to work part-time, so it was nice getting the same amount of sleep like I normally would. Till this day, like he will sleep 12 hours, like 13 straight. Like he will go to bed at 8 p.m, wake up at 8:30. Really nice, easy.
Do you plan on having more children in the future? I think so. We don't have a set time frame quite yet, but obviously we want to grow our family.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to school, and then Esat just launched his business, so I guess right now it's not like a great time, but definitely in the future.
Oh, and I'm a huge Lakers fan and a huge Kobe fan, and I would like to have a daughter, so that would, you know, hopefully. We'll see what happens.
Last question is, what advice would you give to new parents watching this?
I would say sleep as much as you can. Try to sleep when the baby sleeps, especially in the first couple months.
Especially mothers. Sleep.
Take all the nutrients. They're gonna take the nutrients from you, so
call your sister, call your mom, call your husband, like get some rest.
And eat a lot, because you gotta regain your energy.
Yeah, especially if you're breastfeeding, make sure you eat. Another advice that I would give a new mom is to make a schedule pretty early on. I know it is really hard to get on a schedule, but once you have a routine for you and your baby, it makes things a lot easier. In the beginning, we were all over the place, but now I feel like since we have a routine, things have been a lot easier because
we know when he's getting tired
or hungry.
We know when he's hungry.
Till this day, like he has a schedule that we're on, and we really like it.
Yeah, it makes it easier. You know what to expect. These are our pups. Aria
we love
and Cora.
them. They're so sweet.
2 palms.
2 palms.
Palm
2
family.
babies. Yeah. Alright guys, this is the end of our video. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe.